I think there should be prosecutions, investigations, whatever, you name it. There's got to be justice. USAID is a terrible federal agency, and it's a vehicle for the left to fund basically every anti-American policy, group, agenda, you can name it. Virtually all USAID money being spent, certainly under left-wing administrations, is just designed to destroy America's interests abroad and undermine it. And sometimes it happens even under Republican administrations, let's be clear. And so there were $27 million in grants recently, at least, to, quote, miscellaneous foreign awardees for use in Gaza. Now, I don't need to tell you what that was for. You know what it was for. It was to help the Hamas groups and their allies in Gaza. It wasn't to help the Israelis. It wasn't to help law and order. It wasn't to stop the terrorists. It was to provide aid and comfort to the terrorists. Do I know that for a fact? No. But I've been around the block more than once. I know what goes on typically at USAID. And you want to know another reason I know what they're doing is probably no good for America, and it's probably helping terrorists. They don't want to give us the names of the grantees. So we saw that they were giving all this money away. We asked for details, and we just filed the lawsuit. Let's see what the lawsuit says. All records identifying the recipients of USAID funding under the $7 million grant allocation awarded last year in November. We gave them the identification number, so there's no doubt what the grant is. And then there was a second request, all proposals, applications, scope of work documents related to any grant award or subaward associated with that identification number. And that money is now more than $7 million. It's now, as I say, $27 million because it's increased. And as we note in the press release, recently USAID produced records in this case, but is refusing to disclose what organizations received the money. And of course, we're now challenging the withholding of the information. Why is it a state secret where tax dollars are going abroad? Who are they fooling? You know where it went abroad. On November 15th, the Bureau for, quote, Humanitarian Assistance, a component of the USAID, issued a $7 million grant, which I know is bigger than that now, up to $27 million in value, for multi-sectoral response in Gaza. Multi-sectoral response in Gaza. So that's Hamas Group A, Hamas Group B, and a Hamas Group C. That's the multi-sectoral response I suspect they're awarding. The grant was awarded to miscellaneous foreign awardees. The same day, a continuation grant of $20 million was also issued for that program. So it's $7 million, $27 million in one day. Now, you may recall, like this UN group was involved in helping Hamas. I'm wondering what our involvement with that was. Of course, we were supporting them to a certain extent. And as I say in the release, the involvement of employees of a US-backed multinational organization in the October 7th attack on Israel underscores the importance of transparency in who receives US taxpayer dollars and how they are spent. This is critical to protecting the national security of the US and Israel. Hey, Elon, I got something for you to look at. So, Judicial Watch just continues to do the heavy lifting, right? We applaud reformers being brought into government by President Trump. We work with them where and however we can. And on top of that, we'll just continue to do our own work. Find out what the government's up to, expose the corruption. I'm not going to forget about the Biden corruption, are you? I'm not going to forget about the coups, are you? I'm not going to forget about the abuses of Trump, are you? And nor do I think this government. I think there should be prosecutions, investigations, whatever, you name it. There's got to be justice. There's got to be accountability. And it can't be the typical Washington way because it's killing the country.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.